definitely feel like in every video I'm starting from somewhere new. Like, I think the last time I had a vlog, well, I guess the time before last, I was in St. Louis for a wedding, and now I'm in California for a wedding, which is so funny. I feel like this is the time of like my life when, or time of most people's lives, I guess, when you're going to like a lot of weddings. So yeah, anyway, we're in California for a wedding. I love traveling and reading because I feel like I read so much more when I travel. I'm a big like airplane reader girly, and I also love reading by the pool, and the place that we're staying at has a pool outside. I also brought so many books with me, so I'm going to show you guys the books that I ended up bringing with me probably tomorrow. But the book that I was reading on the plane is Keeping 13. I feel like this book is so thick, it's going to take me a little bit to get through, just because it is like, I mean, it's like 700 pages long, which is fine, but I feel like I do get through it pretty quickly because it's mostly dialogue. I don't know if you guys notice my hair is a little different. I never really wear it like this. It's like half up, half down. I think it's kind of cute. I've been trying to experiment with different like hairstyles and stuff because this is like only, what, my second time getting braids, and it's easy to wear like the exact same hairstyles over and over again, and then you just are like, what the heck? Like, why am I wearing the same thing over and over again? I can literally do other things. I'm gonna give you guys a few of like my skincare favorites just like really quickly, because you guys are always asking like what I wear, or, like what I'm using, and I always forget to link stuff. But this is Summer Friday's lip butter balm. You can see it's like squeezed out, but I always have like 3 of these on deck. Like, I use these religiously. This is also Gisou's hair oil, or hair perfume. You don't really have to buy this, but like it does smell really good, and it like lasts a long time. And I feel like because my braids are so long, like I just want them to just like smell really good, so I usually just like spray the top and down the bottom, and it does last like most of the night. This is Bush Balm's Dark Spot Oil, and I use this under my arms, and I wanted to show you guys that because I have my deodorant just Suave, nothing like wild, but I don't have any dark marks underneath my arms, literally at all, and it's because of that Dark Spot Oil. I have a code if you guys want to use it. It's like Shaughnessy 25. I'll link it below if you guys want to grab it, but I feel like I used to be really self-conscious about like underneath my arms before I started using that, and now whenever I go to the pool and stuff, I feel like super comfortable. I also brought Chance by Chanel. There's like very little in here. I got this I think in like 2018. Brady actually bought this perfume as a gift for me whenever we got married in 2018, and then someone stole it on our honeymoon, so I went out and bought another bottle, but it's lasted me like that whole, like, I don't know, however many years, so 6 years. So yeah, there's like a little bit left, but I'm bringing it with me and hoping that no one like takes it out of my bag. I think someone took it like whenever we had our bags checked. Someone just like grabbed it out, because I think in customs they like check through your bags and stuff. But yeah, so this book right here, I feel like I've talked about this series a lot, and I don't give it enough hype, but I want to share why I love this series so much. So the first book I read was 4 stars, and I feel like it's very rare that I will rate a book that is the first in a series like 4 stars, because I'm not invested at all in the characters, especially a book that is so freaking long. Like, these books are like 600, 500, 700 pages. Like, they're long and the words are tiny. But what I like about this is it feels like you're just following along with the characters in their life, and nothing like wild is happening. It gives One Tree Hill vibes to me. I wouldn't say everyone thinks that, but to me it gives that vibe. And I've also noticed that I kind of like books where people feel like there's no plot. There is definitely a plot. Like, there's a lot going on. Like, Shannon's going through a lot, Johnny's going through a lot. But I feel like people who read this are like, okay, what's going on? Like, all they're doing is like talking at school all day, or like texting and stuff. But I'm like, that's like life. Like, I want to read books like that. I don't want to read like every single book that is like a crazy plot twist, and there's like a crazy thing that happens, and like, you know, a bride's about to get married and she like runs out, and like, those are cool to read, but I feel like sometimes authors will make the storyline so extravagant, so like people really cling on to the story, and I feel like you have to be an incredible writer to be able to make a very soft, and I wouldn't say gentle, because this is definitely a hard read and it would definitely make you cry, but a story that has like not a ton going on, that is like wild. Like these are things that could actually happen in real life, but you're still very invested. Also, the first book kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger a little bit, and it jumps right into the story with the second one, so that's also something that hooked me right away. So if you're like kind of in a little bit of a slump, I feel like reading this, if you like dialogue and just like following along with people like just chatting and stuff, you will enjoy this one. But I want to show you guys my full dress. This dress I got from Lulu's forever ago. Let me like actually show you so you can see it a little bit better. But I got it from Lulu's forever ago, and I love it because it has obviously flowers like all down the dress, but I feel like you can dress it up or dress it down. Like I can wear this to a semi-formal event, but I could also wear it to like if I went to a brunch or if I went to a like, I don't know, fancy dinner. So I love dresses like that. I feel like they're really nice for summer because you never know when you're gonna need a dress like this. But we're getting ready to head out. I probably not gonna take you guys with me, but I will bring you guys to the pool tomorrow because I'm gonna read some more there. And I might start a new book, but I will bring out the books that I brought so we can talk about which ones I'm loving, which ones I'm kind of nervous to read, and I literally brought like 5 of them. So I'll share that tomorrow. We are going to the little like town, well village, we're technically in the village of Carmel, and we're going to the like coffee shop, shopping area, just gonna see what they have. I want to get out to the pool a little bit later, but I don't know if we'll have time just because it's been like a tight like turnaround for the wedding that's today. The wedding's at 3, well we leave here at 3:15 to like get on the shuttle. But I really want to get out by the pool just to like relax. It has been really nice staying at this lodge, and I need to remind myself not to judge a book by its cover because initially when we booked this place I was like, I don't know how I feel about it, but everyone who like works here has been so nice and the space has been really relaxing and giving homey vibes. So don't judge a book by its cover. You just never know what it's gonna be like whenever you show up. Definitely look at reviews, which I did not do. I'm not a big review person because I always feel like people who leave reviews, not always, but a lot of people who leave reviews leave like negative reviews. Usually people aren't like, oh my god, I love this place, let me leave a review. Like I feel like more often than not you see like the bad reviews. So I don't really read reviews, but we're gonna go. I don't know if we're gonna like shop or just like get a coffee or eat.
We're not shopping.
We might, you never know. No. If we see like a boot barn or something, we might stop in there. Or like a boutique, a cute boutique.
A good boutique.
A good boutique, a good boutique. But we're gonna go do that, and the engagement party, or not engagement party, wow. The welcome party last night was really, really nice. I've only been to one welcome party, which was this one for a wedding. And so I didn't really know what to expect, but I feel like it was, what? What are you looking at?
These places get out sometimes.
Yeah, it does not give get out. They're nice. This is the like area that we're driving through. The lady. Where's he at? Oh shoot! It's just like hanging out. This is the area. It's cute. The lady was guarding that we passed. But we'd never been to a welcome party before, and this was the first time that we'd went to one with a wedding, and it was very, very nice. Because now I kind of feel like you get some of those like jitters that you have whenever you're going to a wedding where you don't know a ton of people. Like I know some people, but I don't know like a ton of people that are gonna be at the wedding, and obviously the bride and groom are gonna be like busy, like, you know, seeing people, so like we'll talk to them for a little bit, but like if you don't really know anyone, it's kind of hard to like, I don't know, enjoy sitting at your table and stuff if you don't know anyone. So it was nice at the welcome party. I feel like I got to know a lot more people and talk to more people. So when we're celebrating the bride and groom, it'll be like a celebration with friends. Like obviously they're friends, but also kind of like our new friends too. So this is the view. I think I showed you guys this yesterday. It's really, really pretty if it'll focus. There we go. You can see the mountains. Like, that's one thing about the Midwest that we don't have is mountains, but we also have a lot of green. And you're seeing a lot of green here, but there really isn't a ton of green once you really get like driving around. You see a lot of like dead grass and stuff.
People.
Not dead people, right? So pretty. So this is what I meant by like the dead grass and stuff. It's like, you know, a different color, obviously. We were also just saying that this town really feels like our vibe. Like when we were driving over like around, we keep seeing these little cherry places, like where you can get cherries. But there's also like a lot of wineries. Like this is a tasting room right here. That place, that sign says tasting room. This is another tasting room. It says Holman Ranch. It's cute. And this is just a little village. This is our vibe. Like whenever we want to go places, we always want to go. That's a winery, I think. If we want to go places, it's places like this that are like small. But I also feel like we're like this. Oh, wine and beer bar. I also feel like we're like this because Springfield kind of has a lot of gyms and no one thinks to like travel to Springfield. Yeah, this is it. But also, maybe we could go back there.
What was back there?
Well, there's like, that says like gather, taste. Like I bet it's like, you can like eat there. There's a bakery, coffee house. This is a shopping center. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people aren't like, let's go to Springfield, but there's a ton of hidden gems there. So we're realizing that there's a ton of towns that a lot of people don't go to, and they're just as amazing, even though they don't have like the hype that other bigger areas do. Like Carmel by the sea is a place that people go to, and this is like Carmel Village. But we're gonna go inside. This is the grocery store. How cute is this? And it says parking limit 20 minutes from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. That is just so funny. They have that little billboard with all the events and stuff on there. It's freaking cute. This is a really cute little area. This place is so cute. This is what we decided on. I think we're gonna try to sit outside. Guys, this little thing reminds me of Germany. We went to Germany. What does that even mean? Or is that the...
That's a type of beer.
Oh, the type of beer. Okay, I was gonna say we saw that everywhere when we were in Germany. I love places like this. We're gonna sit in the back, I think. They have a lot of options on here, but I love places like this that have stuff for lunch and tons of stuff for breakfast that we can still get too. I think we always get pretzels everywhere we go as like appetizers. I'm getting ready to start this book, Next of Kin, and so many of you guys, that tickles. So many of you guys have said that I should start this book because it's like your 5-star thriller. I was gonna keep reading Binding or Keeping 13, but I feel like I am just in the mood for a thriller. I don't know what it is, but every time I travel, I always want to read like thrillers. It's usually on the plane, and I think it's because I just don't really like reading like super spicy stuff when someone's like literally right next to me, probably looking over my shoulder. But I've heard that this is a 5-star thriller that'll like keep you on the edge of your seat. It's also a courtroom thriller, which I don't really read a lot of those. So I'm just sitting out by the pool. I'm gonna start this just because literally you guys said it was good. I like, don't ever say I didn't take your recs. Like I promise that you guys, whenever you say books are good, I always end up taking your recs. So I feel like we all have a very similar taste in books. Good morning. I found a little free library out here and I had to show you guys what was in it because it just looks so freaking cute. We had the best time at the wedding last night and I danced the night away and we're so glad that we did. But now that we're back, I'm just going to like read and relax today. We won't be here too much longer, but I wanted to see what was in this free library first. So this is a free library. I think this is the cutest free library I've ever seen. They have The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo in here, Hunger Games. They also have another Hunger Games, Da Vinci Code. I love books that don't have like the what's it called, thing on the outside. I don't really see any other ones that I am like obsessed with, but it is nice that they have like a really good little selection, because I feel like if you ever forget your book, you can always just grab one from the free library and you know, you'll have something to read on vacation. I think that this is like really cool. I also love that they have thrillers in here. It's always nice because you can never go wrong with a thriller on vacation. This is just so cute. didn't end up buying anything in the bookstore yesterday because I honestly didn't really have any room in my bag. I had these 3 books, which I didn't end up showing you guys while I was there, so I want to show you guys now. I brought Outdrawn by Deanna Gray. I definitely want to read this book this month. This looks like such a cute romance. I've never read anything from Deanna Gray, and so many of you guys have said that her writing is really good. I also brought Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. I feel like I'm getting back into my thriller era. I always find that I read thrillers so fast. Like I literally read this book in one day, which is like wild. So I'm gonna give you guys like a review in a second. And I also have like a little book mail that I want to open, as you guys can see right here. But brought this because I've heard that this book is really good. It has really high like ratings and stuff on Goodreads, and so many of you guys have commented that it's like such a great book. I also have never read anything from this author, and I feel like I'm really getting into like my era of reading books by authors that I've never read from before. I also brought Keeping 13, and then I also brought my Kindle, which is in my bedroom in my backpack still, and I wanted to read Demon's Dream on there. I've been reading Keeping 13 and Demon's Dream for the longest, but I feel like it's because I have been like creating so many other videos, and in those videos like I have specific books that I want to read for those. So these are just like books that I just picked up that weren't like for a specific video, if that makes sense. And that's the thing with like sharing on like YouTube. I love sharing dedicated videos with like dedicated books. Like the next video that comes out that you guys will see very soon, I think it'll be out on Saturday, is gonna have like specific books that I'm reading in that for that video. So it's really nice to like kind of keep like a little theme, but at the same time I also love just like reading like a bunch of like random like books too. So so one of you guys actually DM'd me and you're like, how is Demon's Dream? And I'm like, I literally am at like 20 pages in, and I'm only 82 pages in of this one, and there's like 600 pages. So I still have a ways to go, but I'll definitely finish by the end of the month. I did end up reading Next of Kin. Was very surprised by how much I like this book. I will say it took a little to get into, not because it's slow, but because there is not a lot of dialogue. But once I was in it, yo, I did not expect this book to go where it went. Like I genuinely had no idea like who to believe, what to believe. Like this book is wild, and I am already wanting to pick up another book by this author. I actually own one. It's called Take Me Back. I think that's what it's called. If you guys want to see my rating, go over to Goodreads. I have it always linked in the description below. I'll also link some of the like skincare stuff that I shared with you guys at the beginning of this video if you guys want to pick up any of that stuff. I try to link the books that I've read, the books that I picked up, and like other things that I talk about in the description, so you can always check there. Really good. And again, I feel like I'm really into my thriller era. Like I am just wanting to read more and more thrillers every day. This is a book that it's been anticipated for so long that I like get to read. I don't know if I'm gonna read it in the coming video on Saturday or not. I feel like I will, but I'm not 100% positive. But the publishing house actually reached out to me and they said they wanted to send this to me, and they overnighted it so I could get it a day early. And guys, oh my gosh, this is a new release. It hasn't even been released yet. It's literally releases tomorrow. So when you guys see this video, you guys will be able to go pick up this book in stores. Now, this is by one of my favorite authors. She's a Black author, and she released a new book, but I feel like her books are so underrated. Like, people need to get on the trend of like reading her books. Like I could finish her books in a day. Like I literally devour them. I've read 2 of her books, and both of them I finished super fast. I honestly think the reason she's not hyped up enough yet is, and she still has like some hype, but I think the reason she's not hyped up enough yet is because her covers kind of give like old style, you know, like people on the cover, very dark, but this cover is the first one that is like very like modern, and it's also gonna be in Barnes & Noble. It's one of her first books ever in Barnes & Noble. So the book is Curvy Girl Summer, and I talked about this actually in one of my videos that I shared, new releases by Black authors that are coming out soon. I love Danielle Allen's writing so much, so I think I'm going to read this book in my like video that comes out on Saturday, I'm pretty sure. I love her writing because there's so much dialogue. There's always like a little spice, but it's yet never too crazy. And I feel like she kind of has, I wouldn't say a plot twist, but like there's always something wild that happens in the story that like really keeps you connected. I've read Continuum by her, and I also read Broken Clocks by her. And both of those books I was like, whoa, did not see this part coming, did not see that part coming. This says, Bridget Jones' Diary meets Survival of the Thickest in Danielle Allen's Curvy Girl Summer, a smoking hot, hilarious novel about the perils of online dating. There's got to be an easier way than dating. I want the shortcut. I just want to find my person and start our lives together. After a one-night stand with her clingy ex, Aaliyah James has an epiphany. This ain't it. She knows what she wants. She's ready to move past casual hookups, flings, and situationships. But for her family, the clock is ticking. After all, she's almost 30. And when they imply that her personality and her body might be too big to land a man, she lets them know they've gone too far and her non-existent man loves her curves. Thank you very much. Now she has 7 weeks to find the perfect boyfriend to rub in their faces at the big fancy birthday celebration she's been planning. After her first blind date goes wrong, charming local bartender Ahmed Williamson consoles her with a drink and some playful banter. Aaliyah takes him up on his suggestion to use a dating app, but the more she sees of his warm, funny, and easygoing nature, the less she wants to check her DMs. Will her next swipe bring her closer to true love, or is her real match closer than she thinks? And on the back, Brittany Cherry, she said, Danielle Allen hooks the reader from page 1 and never lets go. And that's like a little quote from her. So freaking true, like so true. So pick up this book. I know that you're gonna love her writing. If you've never read a book by her, please do. Every book I've read, granted I've only read 2, but 2 in like the last like year. Both books that I read, I rated 4 stars. And like, I don't think I could ever rate anything that she's written less than 4 stars. Like her books are just that good. They're very enjoyable. So I think I'm gonna read this for the newest video that's coming out. I'm really excited about it. Again, she has tons of dialogue, so you'll be able to like stay invested, like the whole storyline. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, go to my Goodreads if you guys want to see my rating on this one. And I'm back in my thriller era, so I might be reading some more thrillers coming up soon too. But make sure that you guys go over to my Instagram, because I've been sharing like little bookish projects that I've been doing around the house. And I used to like share home like decor, home renovation like stuff here on YouTube, and I don't do that anymore because it is a lot of like work to like haul my big camera around. But I've been sharing more bookish things, and I created like a cozy bookish nook, and I shared it over on my Instagram. And I'm gonna also be creating something else that's bookish very soon. And I feel like you guys have been loving that. And of course, there's always like book chats, there's always book hauls, there's always book talks, book recommendations over there and on TikTok. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.